Okay, good morning. It is, so I just tried this a second ago, didn't work, because I wasn't actually recording, but hopefully you can see that. It's 6:28, and I'm about to get started with some work. So as you can see here, it says, I don't know if you can see that, calls and notification will be silenced. I have it on airplane mode, and when I sleep, I put my phone outside the room so that it doesn't distract me, and it's on airplane so no one can get through. Notifications are turned off, etc. Get sleep, you know, in peace and quiet. So I keep the phone on silent, without notifications, pretty much all morning. And what I like to do in the morning is, I'm very alert in the morning. My work brain starts working right away. So I grab some water, which I already did, hydrate in the morning. Then as you can see, I have my backpack on, and I'm gonna go grab some coffee. Our building in Miami gives us coffee in the morning, which is nice. So I'm gonna grab some coffee, then I'm gonna go sit down and knock out a few hours of work. For whatever reason, my brain just starts working in the morning, so I like to get a couple hours done. It's nice. No one else is awake, or if they're awake, they're not working, so no one's really bothering me, and lets me get a couple hours of work done before anyone else starts their day. So that's what I'm gonna go do, knock out some work. So all right, I'll see you guys soon. All right, so quick little update. I'm back in the apartment. It is about 7:50. So I just did a little bit over an hour worth of work. Got a lot done, actually. Got super focused. I've been, this past week, I started using something called binaural beats. Maybe you've heard of them. But there's essentially these sounds with different frequencies that supposedly help you make you focus more. And I don't know, maybe it's a placebo effect, but it's helped me kind of get in the zone and work a bit more, more focused. So I'm trying it out. I'm always trying and testing different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work, but that's my latest thing that I'm trying. But I was able to get a lot done over the last hour and 15 minutes or so. I'm back in the apartment because I was actually gonna work for 2 hours straight, was the initial thing, but I got super hungry, and so broke the schedule, and I'm back up here. Sasha's gonna make some food. She's very nice to cook breakfast for me every morning, and while she does that, I'm gonna keep doing some work. What I might do actually though is listen to these videos. So my coach told me about these videos that related to the law of attraction and that sort of information. And this year I'm trying to rewire myself and instill a couple new, not instill new beliefs, but rewire my thinking around certain things. And this is part of my training. So I'm starting to kind of daily listen to different tapes and recordings and stuff like that to help rewire my beliefs. So that's what I'm going to be doing while Sasha is cooking, and then after that I think I will do a podcast. And you know, actually what I'll do later in the day too is I'll go through the list of the 5 or 6 things that I'm going to work on that are my 2019 goals that relate to all this, and explain kind of how I'm approaching them. So I'll do that. Maybe I'll actually do a podcast later on it as well. But yeah, let me get to this. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so just got done with breakfast and about an hour of some time listening to some of those videos, rewiring myself on the law of attraction and I just watched a video called The Art of Allowing, and I'll get into it a bit more later, why this stuff is important to me and how it fits into my 2019 goals and objectives for myself. I decided I'm actually going to walk everyone through it. I'm actually going to do a whole podcast on it, so maybe we'll just take snippets of the podcast and put it in, or I don't know, I'll figure out how to share it in this vlog. So anyways, right now I'm going to go meditate. Very important to me, twice a day. Meditate, it's a way that I reset. It gives me focus, energy, reduces stress, anxiety. I actually wrote a whole article on it. Maybe we can link it in the description on how meditation changed my life. And so anyways, I'm gonna go meditate, then I come back and then record the podcast and go into the 2019 kind of objectives for myself. So, all right, let me go meditate. Yeah, there's a Pomanu in the wild. There's Sasha working away. This one's also sleeping. Get some food here. Some lunch. Sasha cooked yesterday. Let's see what she made here. Oh, yep, that's all the alcohol. And there's pills next to it. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Sasha made some pasta with broccoli and sausage. So that's what I'm gonna eat. Eat some food. And then I'm gonna go to the roof. One thing I love about Miami, when I'm here in the middle of the day, I go for an hour or two to the roof, get some sun. Whatever it is about the sun, it just like, my mental state just gets so much better. So I usually like to go up there once a day when it's sunny out. I mean, it's sunny kind of every day here, so almost every day. And do some reading. I rushed through that last part, but let me just touch on it a little bit more. So just to recap, I've been transitioning out of my day-to-day role at Jakt, and in October 1st is when Cody officially from my team was promoted up to president and took over the day-to-day responsibilities. And over the last 3 months, it's taken for us to really make that transition. And it's been great, actually. And so today what we did was decided, hey, I don't actually need to be at the weekly 9:30 Monday morning meeting where there's about 5-6 people from the team at it. It's a meeting that I had put in place a couple years back to have a nice start to the week where I get information about each different division, everyone gets aligned, and we hit the ground running for the week. But since I'm not responsible for the day-to-day operations, the meeting no longer became as valuable to me anymore. It's still a very valuable meeting, and so Cody is running it, and I feel really good about it. But today was the first time that I did not attend, so that's a big move for me, and I'm excited about that. Took a while to get to this point, but I'm super excited. Still involved in of course, the high-level strategy of the company and the executive management layer, and those meetings are still on the books. But just what I'm responsible for now and what I'm really focused on is the high-level strategy, where the business is going. Are we keeping on track to those metrics? Yeah, and just like I have a different vantage point now, so the day-to-day doesn't really concern me, or and it's not really where I'm needed anymore. Where I'm needed is to take that step back, look at the business as a whole, and make adjustments and refinements, and also just to make sure that we're on track towards those larger goals. So my role is definitely changed. Maybe at some point I'll do a whole different vlog just to describe how my role has changed, and both at Jakt and at Pulpo Group, which is my the holding company, where I'll be spinning out different businesses, and where I'll be spending a lot of my time in 2019. And on that note, the other thing I wanted to cover, I'm just looking at my notes here, is yeah, with my change to away from the day-to-day of Pulpo, of Jakt, and spending more time on Pulpo, it's not been the easiest for me, and not in the way I thought. So I thought it wasn't going to be as easy for me to like step away from Jakt and the day-to-day. That's been easy, actually, because I have a great team at Jakt and a very, very capable person that I trust in Cody. And so it's actually been much easier than I thought to step away. I just haven't had that confidence to do it in the past. And I wasn't ready, personally. I wasn't ready to actually like let go of it. So now I am. And so that was actually the easy part. The hard part that I didn't actually expect, right, was that now that I have more free time in the sense of I'm not on calls and meetings back to back all day, which is super nice. At Jakt, you know, I got into a cadence where it was morning till night, like 12, 14 hours a day, every day of meetings, calls, you know, and all this stuff. And so I got really good at transitioning from a meeting and a call like in an instant and just getting to the next thing. It was essentially constant distractions, 30 minutes, but it was like 30 minutes of a call, then an hour meeting, and I was always on, always. And I just got really, really good at that and trained myself in that. And now that I have a bit more time of not doing that, it's more, I'm spending my time on more thinking, kind of high level strategy, vision type stuff, and also getting in the weeds on some new ventures. But really the point I'm getting at is I've had a lot of hard time actually with focused work now because I'm not used to it anymore. So when I started the business, I was doing a lot of the work. I was coding, you know, and this is like 7 years ago. I was coding every day. I did a ton of focused work for hours on end, and I got really good at it. So, you know, I would do just hours and hours a day of just focused, intense work, and I loved it. And then as I grew the company, my role changed, and I wasn't doing that, and I got really good at calls and meetings and adjusting and moving little bits and pieces throughout the day, every single day, and being kind of bombarded with all this information. And now that I have the time where I actually need to do some deep work, some deep focused work, I'm struggling with it, which is super interesting. So I'm essentially having to retrain myself now on how to do deep and focused work. So it's been a bit frustrating, to be honest, because you know, I used to do, years ago I was able to do it, and now I'm just like, I'm getting distracted so easily because I'm so used to just going from a 15-minute meeting here, a 5-minute, a 30-minute, an hour. I'm not used to anymore a 3-hour deep session of work, even a 2-hour session. I mean, so that's, I'm really excited to get back into that because it just feels so good when you do a deep work session, but I'm having to retrain myself. So going on that route, you know, I still have calls and meetings and that sort of thing, but I'm being very much a guardian of my time now. You know, I'm really being thoughtful about where I spend it. And so yeah, that's one thing I want to touch on. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna stop blabbing. I'm gonna go record the podcast. There's Sasha. She's working too. She's working and the dog is following her. Let's see what she's doing here really quick before I record the podcast. Look at her working. Oh, she disappeared. Also, exciting news. So this is our temporary apartment that we got in Miami. We looked at a bunch of apartments yesterday, and not a bunch, a few. I'm the type of person, I just want to see a couple, then just choose and make a decision. I like to just like make decisions, move, instead of like dwelling on things. And so, and I'm not really tied to like an apartment, you know. To me, we need somewhere nice to live, that works for us, and then it's back to work. That's what I care about, just getting a good environment and getting settled in. So I think we found a place. We're gonna put in an offer today, I think. And then, you know, who knows, sometime this month or something, we'll be in a new apartment. So that's exciting. Okay, cool. I will see you guys in a little bit. Oh, there she is. Look at her. Oh, and the little pup following her. Just follows her around. Do some of my thinking. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Taking a little midday walk with the pups. Piero gets very, very scared. He sits on his mom's lap. And then there's Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Gabby.
Hello. She loves outside. We live just a block from this, so it's quite nice. if we move, we might not have this. Trying to figure out where to live now. Might have found a place, not sure. A couple options. What do you think? Which one should we go with?
I would say the one right on the water. The townhouse.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit less expensive.
Well, it is. They already knocked off some money on it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's serious or if he was just like shooting shit. It seems like he was just kind of like.
Well, we could always put in an offer.
Yeah, if we could get that place for like under 4, I would say that place.
Over the other one? So I like a different one than she likes.
The water views, babe.
So the other one, yeah, this one would be right on the water. The other one though, but it doesn't, it does have a pool, but it doesn't have, the other one is more of like a luxury condo building, like we've been living in for quite some time. And it has like a built-in office, which is super nice. I think he did a great office.
I think for right now and what you need, I think the other one, the luxury office.
Well, what are the pros and cons?
Pros of here, location. I feel really, really safe.
Yeah.
It's literally all you see is the water.
So the first few emails in the newsletter detail a story from the first year in business with 5 lessons that would have saved me 100K, actually more than that. Swipe up to get it. I'm headed to the gym. I was supposed to go 2 hours ago when I took my pre-workout. But this happens a lot where I'm about to go to the gym and then I start doing some work and then it gets delayed a little bit, but I'm about to go. But the reason why I was delayed, a couple things. One, I might be investing in a movie, of all things. It's interesting the things that come across my desk now, so to speak. But it's actually someone that I've done business with in the past. I can't give too much details right now. Someone that I know, that I trust, that I've done business with, that's been in the movie industry, and anyways, interesting opportunity. Definitely was not looking to invest in the movie business, but this is someone that I have a relationship with, and in the future will probably do more business with, specifically in real estate, which is where I really want to put a good portion of my money. And so this is one of those things where it's like interesting opportunity. I think from an investment standpoint, it's actually quite interesting, but really the more important thing is there's a bigger reason why I'm doing this, which is for future opportunities and potential, kind of paying to have my seat at the table for later. So that's the way I'm looking at it, and not a massive investment. So that came up, so I spent an hour talking to him, looking through the whole economics behind everything, the financials, etc. And then I spent another hour with my finance manager, you know, going through the numbers as well, just seeing everything. And you know, it's with any investment, there's a risk, right? The nice part about this is that some of the risk is removed. And one thing that I love is limiting your downside, but then having maximum or uncapped upside almost. And for reasons I can't discuss, this investment has some of those properties, which is nice. So yeah, limited downside with massive upside. So I like it. But then really the upside, even if I lose a little bit here, the relationship, you know, that is being not formed, because I already have a relationship, but fostered. Fostered. Thank you, Sasha. It's more built more. Is worth it to me. So you know, if it was like I had to put $1 million, different story. But you know, this is a good one. So anyways, that's where my couple hours went. Now I'm going to the gym. Oh, and before that, I meditated for the second time today. It's really important. Meditate twice a day. So I'm going to the gym, then I'm gonna come back. Sasha and I are gonna publish another blog post, and then probably look at some furniture for our potential new apartment. Gym done. I did was it 200 pull-ups and 400 something push-ups. That's a workout I do once a week. Come here, Gabby, come back inside. There you go. I do that workout once a week. It is about 8 p.m. Sasha's cooking. What are we making? Burgers. I'm excited. All right, phone's gonna die, so I'll pick this up a couple minutes. Sasha, where are we going?
We're getting ice cream.
It's about 9 o'clock, and we decided to get some gelato.
It's gonna be a late night.
Late night.
I'm staying up. I'm finishing this up.
Sasha's building a website. She's doing some freelance marketing work. And now she's building a website. She can do it all. There's Sasha. She shouldn't be smoking. Ooh, caught her. Don't do it. I'm trying to get her to stop smoking.
I did stop smoking.
I gotta... So, gelato place was unfortunately closed, but then we found this thing. Cocoa Whip. It's just coconut water and probiotics.
So cool.
So much healthier for me. I'm gonna start getting it. It's just down the block from our apartment. It's close to our potentially new apartment too. I'll probably walk.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And she got a little beer and a cigarette.
You used to smoke.
Cool little place here.
Leave that out.
All right, so back in the apartment, and Sasha and I are just finishing up some work. It's about, what is it? 10 o'clock. We'll probably do another half hour of work or so, then maybe watch one episode of a show and go to bed. And that'll be a full day. You basically saw a full day from 6:30 a.m. until I guess 10. We'll try to get to bed at 11 and then do it all over again tomorrow.
No parents, no sleep. I'm not going to bed.
Oh. Yeah, I live with that. Okay. Good night, everyone. We will see you next time on the vlog.